Hey everyone, Zeddy here again to do the brand new video, and in celebration of our 3,000 sub achievement we had on YouTube just a couple days ago, I have decided to record the AMA video answering a bunch of your questions. This is all across Discord, Twitter, and on the YouTube channel. So let's get at it. Let's ask me anything. Let's see what questions I'm going to answer. So first, I'm asked, since you started playing Hearthstone, which deck did you find the most enjoyable to play? For me, it was Malygos Druid. It was the first wild Malygos Druid, to be exact. This was back, I believe, when Ixlid was first made, which I'm not even sure what expansion that is at this point. Probably Rosticon's Rumble. I could be wrong, though. It was just one of the most enjoyable combo decks, the most ridiculous things I've ever made. You go Avian, Nakun, Ixlid, Malygos, Faceless, and you get 4 Mallies, and then you kill your opponent for like 1 billion. Like, I could beat Odd Warrior for like over 100 damage, and the deck was just super fun, really rad. It was like everything I like, Druid, ramping combo, and we wrecked the meta with it. Nobody had made it yet, and I made it kind of as a meme, and I went from, I think, rank 12, like non-legend, to rank 2 legend in like a day. It was crazy. We just farmed the arena priest. It was great. Next, what was your favorite moment since you've been streaming? I think the charity streams, honestly, have been my favorite things. Just raising, we've raised like over 2 of them. We've raised over $2,000. I think one for Make-A-Wish, the other one for Care. And being able to be a streamer and actually give back is amazing. And just to show how awesome our community is, raising a ridiculous amount of money for great causes. Just, I don't know. It just made me super happy, and I can't wait for the next one and see what we can do next time. I just love doing that stuff. I'm asked, what is the true meaning of Hearthstone? For me, it's to get really pissed off, complain about everything, and then get happy when you win with the stuff that you complain about. So, the true meaning of Hearthstone? Hypocrisy? Not sure. Not sure. What's my favorite animal? Give me 1 second. Gotta say, love my kitty catties. I grew up with dogs, 2 Rottweilers, Maggie and Moses, but right now we're living with 2 cats, and I absolutely love my girls. And Cece's not here right now, but we got Nova, and Nova, do you want to say hello? Not really, but yes, love my cats. Love dogs too. Honestly, it's really just whatever, but I don't know. Pets just make you happy. It's just great, and I don't know. I recommend, if you can, have a pet in your life. It's very rewarding. What is the most underrated card in Hearthstone history? Probably Wild Pyromancer. It's just been such a effective card in so many different decks, whether it be Paladin combo decks where you like use Acolyte. Just the card can do so many interesting things in so many different decks, and you never really talk about it as like this impactful, important card, but 2 mana 3/2, deal 1 damage to minions for every spell cast. It just does stuff that I like, and it can really reward creative play. So go with Wild Pyromancer. It's a pretty cool card. What do you think about a rotating core set for Standard? This is something like Kibler talks about a lot, and I think it would be good for the game, honestly. Like, we're at the point where how many cards are you going to Hall of Fame? Like, we've Hall of Famed a lot, and like, yeah, we need to get Edwin out of the game and things like that, but at some point, maybe it's just better to rotate things and have, you know, things freshened up every year by just having certain classic cards come back or go to Wild, etc., etc. I don't know. Could freshen things up, and maybe they could do it like per expansion if something goes awry, you know? Like right now, there's 3 unplayable classes. Maybe you could pull something up for Shaman, Paladin, and Druid. It would help a lot, right? So I think I'd be down for it. I think it would be a good thing, and, you know, Hall of Fame's worked to an extent, but that's not going to last much longer, in my opinion. What do you think are the keys to becoming a stronger player? Basically, play a lot. Practice, practice, practice. Play good decks. Don't make your own decks. Look up, you know, HS Replay. Look on Twitter for like people like No Hands Gamer and Johnbrain and stuff like that, and take a deck that's shown it can do well, practice with it, watch streams that are playing it to learn to be better, and just try not to get frustrated. You're going to lose a lot. I lose all the time. And I get frustrated, but I keep going. I keep practicing. I keep grinding. So, honestly, practice, practice, practice. It goes for a lot of things in life, and it certainly goes for Hearthstone. Legit question, does your family watch your streams? They enjoy them as we do. What do they think about them? My mom actually turns on the stream quite often, mostly to check up on me. She's not much for all the salt, but I know my nephew has seen it, and my sister and my dad have checked in once in a while, and I mean, they don't really get it because they don't play Hearthstone. They don't really get the game, but they seem to see that we do a good job entertaining the people, and they enjoy it for what it is. But yeah, it's hard to watch a stream for a game you have absolutely no idea in, but they check in. I see my mom in the viewer list more often than you would think. Then we have, do you think that Team 5 will be more active in nerfing problematic cards in every expansion, given how they nerf Demon Hunter? Because playtesting is clearly lacking. Well, it seems like their approach is to use us as balance testers or beta testers, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I think we're going to see, with going forward, an expansion, every expansion, where they just go crazy power creeping, break the game, and then like hotfix it a day or two later. I don't agree with this approach. Probably going to make a video talking about this approach in the near future. But yeah, I think we're going to see more and more early nerfs and expansions to kind of deal with this issue, because there is definitely a playtesting issue that needs to be addressed that I don't think they're going to. If I'm in sole control of Hearthstone, what's the first thing I do? I'd overhaul the entire design philosophy of everything. I'd scale everything back, like they did for a little bit. They did last year, and then because of kobolds and all that, the packs didn't sell because they weren't impactful. So they, instead of just waiting one more year being patient, they just went crazy again. So first thing I do is just scale back. Stop printing cards that are premium status with bonus effects. Make cards that just have interesting mechanics that do interesting things, and let the deck builders build the decks, not brute force these things that just force you to run dragons, force you to run Highlander cards. The payoffs are so insane, it just kind of builds itself. I like to see more stuff like in Rage Warrior pop up, which is kind of not a brute force thing. It just came together, and that's awesome. It's a powerful deck. It doesn't do a ton of random stuff outside of the lackeys and the bombs. I like to see more of that kind of stuff pop up, and it seems to be just like a super happy accident when that happens. So I would really just scale back on power level and RNG in the cards. I'd still have it present, but way, way farther back. If there's one card in all of Hearthstone you could change, which one and what to? Divine Favor into Deleted. I just think that card is the worst thing they've ever made, and I'd delete it. I know I put Draconid Operative as my most hated card, but I think Divine Favor is the worst design card they've ever made. And I know it doesn't even see much play in WoW. I just hate the principle of it. I'd delete it. So, that's my answer. What countries have I visited outside of Canada, and what do I like about those places? I have been to Sweden, Germany, Denmark, Amsterdam, and the United States of America, and Finland. I'm half Swedish. My dad is from Sweden originally, and I just loved everything about Sweden. The country's beautiful. The food is amazing. My family there is terrific, and Stockholm is one of the most beautiful and interesting cities I've ever visited. And I just can't wait to go back. It's been a very long time. And after all this quarantine stuff locks down, and if I could save a little bit of money, Sweden's definitely somewhere I need to go back to. So, love Sweden. Am I going to do a wild free-to-play run? I was thinking about it, but I'd have to do the apprentice stuff again, make a brand new account, and then I would just end up making, like, Secret Mage or something cheap, even Sham, I don't know. Probably not. I think the experience would be way too similar to Standard. There's not too much more to explore with it, but we'll consider it. I thought about it, but at least no plans in the current time of doing that. What circumstances transpired to make you so salty? As you can see by this sweater, I am a lifetime Vancouver Canucks fan. They're an NHL hockey team that have existed for over 50 years. We have not won a Stanley Cup, but we've lost 2 Game 7s, and yep, I'm still pissed off about it. And it's transpired into my entire life. Fuck. We'll go with that. The Canucks. And I won't give up on them, just like I won't give up on Hearthstone. Can't do it. If you had to and could start your stream career over, what would I do differently? I'd get onto YouTube sooner. I'm happy with like most of my decisions, the game I'm playing, how I built my community, but getting onto YouTube has just been amazing. It's brought a lot of new faces to the channel, and it's amazing to make the content. So honestly, I would just, yeah, get YouTube going sooner. It's amazing as a streamer what you can do, what good things can happen if you make content on multiple platforms, like making Reddit posts, Twitter posts, YouTube stuff, guides, all that. It all helps. And I wish I had got on this sooner, but it's been great. Super happy with how it's turned out. Just, man. Imagine what we could have done if it wasn't 3 months ago or 2.5 months ago we started. We did this like 2 years ago. But yeah, interesting to see where we'd be at. If you could stream, play, be known for any game other than Hearthstone, what would it be? Probably be like Mario Maker. I love Mario games. And I love the Mario Maker community. I watch like Ryukar, DGR, Lil Curbs, Papanga, Grand Pooh Bear, like Barb, Artor, all these guys on YouTube and Twitch. They're awesome. The game is awesome. It's so much fun. It's just, everything about it is great. So probably Mario Maker. I absolutely adore that series and love the community. Where does my name come from? Alright, so Zeddy is the mascot for a defunct Canadian retail chain called Zellers. It's like the equivalent of the the Walmart. It would be like Walmart, basically, Canadian Walmart. And they went out of business like around 10 years ago. They were acquired by Target. But anyways, they have a mascot. It's a bear named Zeddy. And because my last name starts with Z-E-N-N, people in high school thought it would bully me. They would bully me by calling me Zeddy. Like, that idiot's just like some stupid mascot bear. And I'm just like, Zeddy's pretty rad. I'll just go with it. And I've stuck ever since. And they started trying to bully me with it. And it ended up being like, everyone in school knew me by it. We had a Christmas play called Zeddy's Christmas, where I conducted the choir. And I don't know, it just ended up kind of being my thing. And I've stuck with it ever since. And don't regret it. So to the guys that tried to bully me and pick on me with that, thank you. That name is stuck for, I don't know, 20 years, and it's done a lot of great things, so thank you. Appreciate it. Where did I meet Mama Bear? So Mama Bear is, when I act as the aggro master, where I'm a child and playing aggro and getting mad and dabbing on the haters, I would yell at Erin, my girlfriend, as Mom. Because, as a joke, I'm living in Mom's basement, and she's bugging me while I'm playing video games. I met her working at a tile warehouse. I moved to Vancouver from Masoyas back in, I think, 2008. And I started working in the warehouse just to bring in money. And she was a sales girl there. I was in the warehouse. And somebody told me she thought I was cute. And I'm like, she must be delusional. I better go after her. I went after her. And we've been together for almost 12 years now. So, yeah, met in a tile warehouse. And we've been together ever since. What is your opinion on this? Hearthstone is pay to win in a pure RNG game without any skill needed. Apparently, many people out there wanting to try Hearthstone because of the statement. Hearthstone is not pay to win. It's pay to play. If you want to play the cool decks and all that, you kind of got to pay or grind your ass off as a free-to-play player. Although we did the free-to-play thing and showed you can make one deck, you can only really make one deck. Yeah, so it's not pay to win. It's pay to play. If it was pay to win, it'd be, yeah, I'd be winning all the time because not many people have paid more than me. Skill needed in the game has gone down and down and down with every year. The more RNG, the more power level cards that are made to just auto win games. It's gone down, but it's still up there. You still see the same players at top legend. You still see similar players winning tournaments and doing well in GM. So skill is needed. It definitely helps and it definitely rewards top players, but it's not as much as people like to make it out to be as it used to be. We don't have the old Miracle Rogue, Freeze Mage, like more resource management days where the best players would win a lot of the games. That's gone, but the people that know how to really min-max their win percentage still encouraged, but yeah, certainly not as skill-heavy as it used to be. Would I beat Igzar in a 1v1 boxing match? I would try my best, but the fight would be horribly imbalanced as Igzar is just much more vastly overpowered. But certainly after I lost, I would go on to Twitter and complain about it and ask for Igzar to be nerfed. What wildcards would I like to see in Standard? None. We saw what happened when they brought wildcards into Standard. It was a disaster. Cards are put into Wild for a reason, and I think they should stay that way. The only way I would ever be okay with it is like the rotating classic set thing where maybe put Flame Strike to Wild and then you bring it back, but I think wild cards should stay wild, and when you bring it up, it's kind of nothing but bad things are going to happen. As a fellow Canadian, I would like to know which card feels you feel best represents us. Probably the Pinata, right? You get a random legendary, but you got to get beaten up over it. You know, we're kind of like the punching bag, and we just take it because we're respectful and polite. So we'll go with the Pinata. And that wraps up the questions. Thank you, everybody that asked a question. Thank you, everyone that got us to 3,000 subs. We're ready to keep on growing, so here's to the next 1,000. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.